Meet Jayanti and Suresh, a rural couple living below the poverty line in a remote corner of Odisha. While they're living and breathing entities, yet they don't actually exist, not on paper. Why? Because as per the local hospital and government records, they had no identity. No bank account either. There was absolutely no proof of their existence. They were in abeyance. They existed, but yet they didn't. And because they didn't exist with any identity proof, it was beyond their capacity to even think about loans and government subsidies. So they remained in the vicious cycle of poverty and deprivation. Until suddenly, something dramatically changed Jayanti and Suresh's lives forever. Actually, it was 7 alphabets and 12 digits called AADHAR. A unique identity number entered their lives. Suddenly, Jayanti found she could not just open a bank account but could also regularly receive monthly LPG subsidy. Suresh was able to take a bank loan and got an auto rickshaw. Their lives transformed into a realm unknown to them before. AADHAR, which means foundation, not only transformed Jayanti and Suresh's life, but also that of 116 crore Indians who were till then living with no identity. The power of 3. The universal forces of creation, preservation and destruction can be seen in full form when we view the cascading effects of AADHAR on the country as a whole. It's been hailed as the world's largest and most sophisticated domestic biometric ID program by World Bank Chief Economist Paul Romer. Today, more than 116 crore AADHAR cards have been generated. Simply put, this means that 99% of Indians above the age of 18 have an AADHAR card. With creation of AADHAR cards, the AADHAR system has promised to create a corruption-free ecosystem. In doing so, it created a centralized database which not just helped the government in identifying genuine beneficiaries like Jayanti and Suresh, but also efficiently tracked the innumerable defaulters that misused such subsidy benefits. With such hard-hitting waves of change came the power of preservation, and AADHAR performed its fundamental function of safeguarding. Being a key pillar of digital India, AADHAR preserved a cash-less economy by making it compulsory for all bank accounts to be linked with their respective AADHAR numbers. For the very first time now, an Indian living in a remote area, even under the poverty line, could operate his or her bank account with the mere touch of their fingertip.
आज की तारीख में एक साधारण सा आधार कार्ड लोगों के सशक्तिकरण का प्रतीक बना है। सरकारी मदद या सब्सिडी पर जिस व्यक्ति का अधिकार है, अब उसे ही इसका फायदा मिल रहा है। पैसा सीधा उसी के खाते में जा रहा है। इससे पारदर्शिता तो आई ही है, हजारों करोड़ रुपयों की बचत भी हो रही है, जो रुपये विकास के काम में खर्च हो पा रहे हैं।
According to a famous quote, corruption is authority plus monopoly minus transparency. In the case of India, AADHAR preserved this much-needed transparency that was once a challenge to maintain due to non-availability of secured identity proof. But now, in an AADHAR-enabled transparent system, each and every transaction can be authenticated. With the inception of AADHAR, the poor no longer needed to strain themselves to avail basic subsidies like LPG, grains, etc., as the government could now directly credit all benefits into his or her account. Just like what was done with Jayanti and Suresh. And then came the dominating power of destruction with its full fury. With AADHAR's two-way verification process based on demographic and biometric information, the government was able to curb leakages worth Rs 59,000 crores that destroyed crores of ghost beneficiaries in just 2.5 years. With time, this 12-digit revolution has also destroyed the role of the middleman by aligning beneficiaries directly with the government, leaving no chance for the poor to be exploited. With 530 social welfare programs from 63 ministries and 1,200 schemes from 75 ministries linked to AADHAR, one can safely say that AADHAR has changed the face of the Indian identification system. And this is how the revolutionary Aadhaar system amalgamated with the three fundamental powers of the universe. Aadhaar has thus transformed the lives of millions of people like Jayanti and Suresh by giving them their much-deserved identity and respect.